Yo, what's up everyone? So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I have been banned for 31 days and my thoughts and how I feel about it. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so as you saw in the beginning of the video, I have been banned for 31 days on one of my accounts. You guys know that I have a lot of different Clash Royale accounts, all top players do, and I was banned on my second account called Takuma. I've had it for a long time. I've had it since like maybe the beginning of 2021, so like a really long time, and I've only ever been banned on it one other time for the Lucky Drop exploit, if you guys remember that and what I'm talking about. Honestly, looking back, I feel like that ban was kind of deserved, but that's for a different topic, to be honest, and it doesn't really matter too much because we're talking about the present and the future right now. So basically, I just want to explain what happened. So I was, just practicing for CRL as I do pretty much every day, and I go to log into my account to go copy a deck that my coach sent me to play with, and I logged in and I couldn't log in, and then I refreshed the app and it said I had been banned for 31 days, and I was really confused because I literally didn't do anything. And mind you, I had been seeing a lot of people on Twitter getting banned like that day. Like, to be honest, I probably saw at least 100 people getting banned that day, and it was really surprising. But I feel like the main suspect and the main reason that people thought other players were getting banned was because of draw trading in the global tournaments, which I think that's a valid ban because Clash Royale has warned before that you can't be draw trading in the global tournaments. And so I was confused because I don't play global tournaments really at all anymore, and if I do, it's definitely not on the Takuma account. I always play it on like a mini account, so I was really confused that I got banned for 31 days because in my eyes, I really did not do anything. And so basically, because of this, I looked through the terms of service, and basically I found out it could have been a few reasons on why I got banned, but I didn't really fall under any of the reasons except for maybe potentially the friend link in my membership, because Supercell recently added a new rule where you can't have your friends list in like you can't have your friend link in the membership section, so like you can't use that as an incentive to purchase your membership, which I think is kind of dumb because I feel like it gives your supporters and your fans less opportunity to add you, because obviously there's very limited spots and you can't really add everybody. So I thought that the membership was a very good way to like show extended support to a creator, and maybe the creator could add them for it and stuff like that. I thought that it was a very cool thing, and one of the best things that they had, you know what I mean. But they started saying that it was against terms of service and you were no longer allowed to do it, and they gave people a warning for everyone who was already doing it because it was like a very well-known popular thing that a lot of people did and or were doing. So I thought that was interesting, but it was not the end of the world. And my next suspicion was that I maybe got banned like for having it in my membership, because although I still have it in my membership, I haven't actually been like giving it out or anything like that. I have to get it approved by YouTube. But the thing is that if anyone ever bought my membership, I just told them like, hey, sorry, I can't give this to you anymore. It's part of the rules. If you want a refund, I can refund you, that kind of thing, right? Just so people don't think that like I'm scamming or anything like that. Just really, it's just against the current Supercell rules, which I disagree with, but they are against the rules and you have to follow the rules. So basically, people were thinking that maybe I got banned for this reason, but turns out I wasn't banned for that reason, because a lot of people who didn't have this were also getting banned. So it wasn't really a coincidence that a ton of people were getting banned and none of them really had this membership thing going on and weren't really giving out their friend links and stuff like that. So it kind of led me away from that possible reason, which was pretty weird because, there was still no consistent reason behind all the players who have been banned. So, I was still doing investigation because, ironically enough, and I feel like to no one's surprise, Supercell wasn't being any help. They were kind of like ignoring everything like that I was sending them or like other players were sending them. And in my opinion, you can't really ban like a majority group of your top players without making like some kind of statement, like saying like how they cheated the game or just like anything like that. At least I don't think you should, because like, I mean, people at the top usually have like supporters, like they are like a big part of your game, and having a huge ban wave, I feel like there should be something said, you know what I mean? But I noticed that they kind of really said nothing, and it seemed like they were like ignoring everything for some reason, which I didn't really understand that, why they didn't just come out and say what was happening. But what was funny is that some players actually started getting unbanned. Me myself, I didn't get unbanned, but there was starting to be like a resurgence in unbans, and a lot of players were ending up getting their account unbanned. So there was a lot of really angry players, some who were banned and some who were banned but then unbanned maybe like 12 hours later, and there had to be still no reason why these players were getting banned. And to be honest, a big part of the reason that I'm making this video is because I saw a few other creators like Boss and Invader making these videos, making their like speculations on why all these top players are getting banned. And that's okay, but I don't really like how like people are just assuming why I got banned and just making like random statements and saying, oh, I deserve it because I did do this, or I don't deserve it because I didn't do this, when I myself don't know why I got banned. But I actually, the next day, so 24 hours later, I ended up just getting unbanned randomly. Like, the community manager DM'd me and saying, hey, are you unbanned yet? If you're not unbanned in a few hours, let me know. And so come the next morning, I was actually unbanned, but I still don't know what I did. And to be honest, I'm a guy where, like, if I get banned for a reason, right, which, like, when I say for a reason, I mean for something that I did, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'll be butthurt about it if I'm being completely honest. I feel like we all know I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't be annoyed or butthurt and maybe even complain about it, but you know what I mean? I can at least accept that, but when you ban someone for no reason, I feel like that's when it becomes a major issue. I feel like it's better to falsely ban someone for a reason than to just like be banning your players for literally no reason and nobody really have like an explanation on what happened or why players ended up getting banned and losing their accounts. And I don't think even everybody is unbanned. I just think that some people are getting unbanned, like a lot of people. I don't really know how, if you were, say, a less fortunate player who didn't have contacts with Supercell or like a bit of reach maybe on a social media platform, how you would be getting unbanned. And I feel like the players need kind of a reasoning, and they need like an answer on what happened, because I don't think that it's okay to just be banning your players without reason, in my opinion. I think that's kind of absurd, and I feel like anyone could agree with me on that fact that you can't just be banning players. That's kind of ridiculous to me. But yeah, guys, I don't know why I got banned. I have been unbanned after like 1 day or so, but I don't know why I got banned, and I'm mainly making this video, as I said before, because a lot of people are speculating why I got banned, and I feel like I wanted to keep you guys in the loop and on what was happening, because I'm actually getting a lot of messages saying, why you banned, what happened, what did you do, and like hey, tell me, like, stop like being scared to say what you did and this kind of stuff. But like, I truly don't know what I did, because all of the things that were suspected to be against the rules, I didn't do any of them, and obviously that was proved with me getting my account unbanned and a lot of other players getting their accounts unbanned. Maybe there was a glitch in the system, but I do feel like that Supercell should be, making, a statement, maybe an apology, saying like, I'm sorry you guys got falsely banned, maybe won't happen again, like, this shouldn't be happening. This is like our problem with maybe like our auto banning system, something like this, right? And a lot of people are saying that I got banned for draw trading on ladder. While I do know that some people have have different stances on draw trading, it's not bannable on the ladder. It's only bannable on global tournaments. People have been draw trading on ladder for 8 years now, and never once has Supercell came out and said that it's bannable. And if that were to be bannable, obviously me and everyone else would stop. Every single top player in the game, and when I say every single player, I truly mean every single player, has or does currently draw trade with their friends on ladder. Like, even, big names like me, Ian, Muhammad Light, like, all of us draw on ladder, because to our knowledge, it has always been a part of the rules, and it has always been okay as long as, you're not win trading and giving away free wins. Whether I believe it should or shouldn't be allowed, that's like, I feel like a different question, and that's like a whole different topic. But like, it is allowed, and it was allowed, and if it's no longer allowed, they need to come out and tell the people that it's not allowed, because obviously for the people who are playing this game at the top, they are under the impression that it's been allowed since the beginning of the game, you know what I mean? Like, it's always been under the impression that it is allowed and it is not against the rules, and you will not be banned for it. So like, if you kind of like make like a change with that, I feel like you need to be letting your players know before, taking any action. But that's just my thought process. Let me know what you guys think about that down below. And I would like to know, do you guys truly think that, player like I deserve to be banned? Because I don't know. And I feel like I'm not like seeking just for everyone to say like, yeah, like to say, yes, you don't deserve to be banned. You know what I mean? I'm just like genuinely curious, because if you guys think that it's, wrong enough to ban for that, that's okay. That's your opinion. But I'm just personally curious myself. And I also want to know, like, do you think it is okay to just ban your players? Because I know other players, who are maybe not the most, reached on Twitter and they don't have these connections. And I don't think they can get unbanned because I think that you need to have like a person to specifically look into your account to see if you did anything wrong. And if you're banning people for that, you know, and you need to be manually unbanned because their support system sucks and their support system doesn't work. So what are you supposed to do to get unbanned nowadays if you get falsely banned? Thank you guys for listening. But yeah, this is, I guess, why I got banned. I don't know the exact reason, but I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not punished, and I will be playing, you know, in the competitive leagues, and everything is okay. Thank you guys for all the support. I love you guys. I actually did a collab with Jinxie recently. I went on his stream and I coached him. I'm going to be uploading a video on that very soon. Thank you guys for the support. I love you. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.